How do we repurpose our Facebook live streams for social media? The first thing to do after you've live streamed on Facebook is to add your live stream to your blog. You may be thinking, add it to your blog? How? Let me talk about how this all works. With your Facebook live stream, you're able to take the video and embed your video to a blog post, whether you have a WordPress website or a Squarespace website, and you're able to create an actual blog post from the actual video. Let's have a look at what this actually looks like. So here's a Facebook live stream that I broadcasted about 3 weeks ago. And if I go over to the video, there's 3 dots in the top right-hand corner. If I select that, I can see a couple of options, and what I want to go down to is embed. When I select embed, this opens up a dialog and it has some code here. See where it says iframe src in this link? I'm able to then copy this entire code and then paste that to my WordPress blog or Squarespace blog, or whichever website you have. And what will happen is this video would then be embedded to the blog post. I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is. So I'm going to go ahead and copy all of that code there. Then I'm going to go over to a blog post on my WordPress website. So I go to post, add new, and then this is a post. And if I select the text section here, and then I paste the code, when I switch back to the visual mode, then I can see that the video has been embedded there. So it's literally as easy as putting it into the HTML editor for your blog post or website, whichever host you have. So here is an example of a blog post that has a video embedded. I have a title, I've got a bit of an introduction, the video is embedded, and then underneath the video, the embedded video, I have a transcript, and this is simply a transcript generated from the video. And you can generate transcripts really cost effectively using services such as Temi. I use Temi all the time. So what I do is I upload the video to their service, and for 10 cents per minute, they'll automatically generate a transcript for you, and then you can just copy the transcript into your blog post. Transcripts are really great because one, they add some content to your page, otherwise it would just be the video. And two, they're also really great for accessibility. So for people who can't see the content on a screen, they use transcripts and screen readers to be able to understand the content. So it's actually a really important part of not just being able to have content so that you can be found by Google, but it's also important in terms of being more accessible to people with disability. So this is how I would add a video to a blog post to repurpose it. The other things that you want to add to your blog post with the video is a featured image and some Pinterest pins. So what does that actually mean and why are we doing this? So in terms of having an image, I highly recommend that you have an image created, whether you do it yourself using tools such as canva.com or you get a graphic designer to do it, and you can find a graphic designer on services such as fiverr.com or upwork.com to do these images for you. You want to have a horizontal image that you add to your blog post so that if someone shares your blog post to Facebook, which is highly likely, then this image will come up, because Facebook, when you post a link such as a blog post to Facebook, it's looking for images that it can post and render for that link. So let's have a look at what I'm actually talking about so you can see an example of it in real life. So here I'm going to copy the link to my blog post, and when I go over to my Facebook page and I post the link, so I'm going to go and put it in the section here. As you can see, Facebook has taken that image that I posted from the blog post. Without that image, it will look for something else to post. So I get to control what shows up on Facebook by posting the image that I want to actually have show up. Vertical images created that you also add to your blog post. And why? Pinterest. Pinterest is why. So we've got the blog post, and once we create additional vertical images, what you then have is pins that you can then pin to Pinterest, and you can pin them to group boards, you can pin them to your own boards, but the more pins that you have with different images, the more times you can share this same blog post. So the first way to repurpose it is we want to take the Facebook live stream, embed the video to a blog post. We want to generate a transcript and add that to the blog post. We also want to create a horizontal image so that we can get a nice image when it's shared. And we also want to create vertical images so that we have pins so that we can share it to Pinterest as well. So the second way that we want to repurpose our Facebook live stream so we can create more social media content is to take our Facebook live stream and then create mini videos from it. Yes, mini videos from the big video. So I'm going to show you how to do this in Facebook Creator Studio, because you can actually cut up your Facebook live stream directly within Facebook itself without having to use any extra tools. And then ideally you want to either send the video to a video editor who can then create these square videos for you, or you want to do it yourself if that's what you need to do. But let's walk you through how to create the mini clips from your Facebook live stream in Creator Studio. To access your page from Creator Studio, you want to go to business.facebook.com, and then you want to go to the content library. After you select content library, then you want to select posts, and this will have all of the posts that you have, whether they're videos, your Facebook live streams, blog posts that you've actually shared. And you can see here there's little icons. So this is a little paperclip here, and this is a link that I shared. You can see this video here, icon here, and this was a video that I shared. And then there's this little live stream icon, which is a camera with an eyeball in it. And this is a live stream that I did a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to show you how to cut up this live stream. So this live stream, if you can see, it's 41 minutes 22, which is a really long live stream if you ask me. And what I can do is I can cut it into mini clips. So that means that from this 42-minute video, I can then cut it up into as many videos as I feel appropriate. So whether that's 3 or 4 videos or 5 videos or 10 videos that are 4 minutes each, I'm able to cut it up into sections, which I can then reuse. So how do I do that? I select these 3 dots. So I hover over the Facebook live stream, and then I hover over the 3 dots. Then I want to go to edit post. So I'm going to select that now. And this will open up the actual live stream. So there's the video there. On the right-hand side of the video, you'll see video clipping. It's the little scissors, it says video clipping, and then clip your live video. So I'm going to select that. And then this opens up this section that allows me to then cut this video, this 42-minute video, into smaller sections. So I then scrub to the section that I want to cut from. So I'm going to go, because I've done a little preparation to find what I need. I'm going to start here, and I can play it to see if this is the correct part. Yep, so that's okay. And then on the other side, I can drag it to the end of this mini clip. So I'm going to go to about, and obviously you will scrub through this and do it according to whatever time it makes sense to cut the video for you. So I'm going to go about 2:8 here. Yeah, so I've got a whole section here. So I'm going from, out of this 42-minute video, from 5 minutes to 13 minutes. So I've got, a nice little section there. And then I select add clip. And then blammo, look, this is a little clip that it's cut from it. And then there's this little pencil here, and I can add a title to the clips. So this clip, I'm going to write how I come up with video ideas. And then I select save. And then if I save this now, you need to give it a couple minutes. And then when you refresh the page, like I've just done, you can then see the clip that you just created. And here is my one now. So it's gone from a 42-minute clip, which is still in existence. It's just lower at the bottom here. Here. So here's the 42 or 41 minute Facebook live stream. And then I can see the clip that I just generated here. It's 8 minutes 28. Now I'm going to hover over it and select the three dots again. And I'm going to go to edit post, because what I can do here is I can change the thumbnail so it's not the same thumbnail. So I'm going to select add image and choose an image that I've prepared earlier for this. So here's a different thumbnail image that's relevant. Well, it's just more concise to say what it's about. And in the video details, I can add more text if that's actually what I want to do. And I can add more links here as well. And once I'm happy with that, I just select the save button here, and all the changes will go through to the mini clip that you have there. Now, this is currently sitting in your video section on your page. So if you go back to your page and go to the video section, you'll be able to see the video in all your videos. If you want to actually share the video and create more posts with it, which is what you do want to do, you'll go back to Creator Studio, select the three dots again, so hover over it so the three dots appear, and then go create post with video. So then you can add text, add your URLs, add links to what you want, add your emojis, and you can then create a post to share it, and you can schedule it to post later in the future, or you can publish it right now. And when you hit that publish, it will then post it to your page. So I showed you how to create your own mini clips from your Facebook live stream within Facebook. The other thing that you can do is download the Facebook live stream as a video, and then you can cut it into clips using software such as ScreenFlow, iMovie, Movie Maker, Final Cut Pro, whichever video editing software you use. I have a link in the description to a video about how to download Facebook videos if you don't know how to do it yourself. Or alternatively, instead of editing it yourself, you can send the video to a video editor and they can cut it up for you. The other thing that you can do with the mini videos is you can make it into a square version with subtitles, which is quite a popular thing that people are doing these days because it really maximizes the space. So you're able to not only see the video, but you can have a title and you can have captions at the bottom, because a lot of videos that people watch, they watch it in silence. So they're just looking at it and they're scrolling through their phone, and they may not necessarily listen to it, but they may watch it. And with the text, they're able to better understand the messages that you're getting across. So you can create square versions for Instagram and for your Facebook posts. And here's an example of a square clip. So as you can see in the center there, that's a normal video. And what I have is an image that's 1920 by 1920 high. So it's a square. It doesn't have to be these dimensions, but this is what I use. And then in the middle of the image, I have the video. And at the bottom, as you can see, I've got captions, which is generated in Temi, which I talked about earlier, the same software that I use to generate the transcript. And this is a really neat way of getting more use out of your live stream, because you've now got a video and a mini version of it, and it looks different as well. So it's a really great way of getting a lot of leverage from one Facebook live stream or one video. The third way to create more content from your Facebook live stream is to create a vertical version of the video. And if you create a vertical video, you can post it to Pinterest. Yes, Pinterest does do video, and you can also post it to Instagram, IGTV. The same as you did with the square version, you can either do this yourself or you can get someone to create it for you. Let's look at an example of something I've created earlier. This is a vertical video clip. As you can see, in the background, there's an image with some text. In the center, I've got the video editor to put the video in the center. And at the bottom of it, underneath the video, I've got subtitles. I highly recommend getting someone else to do this, particularly a video editor, because it's extremely time consuming to do all of these pieces all together. And you can typically find amazing video editors who can do a stellar job really quickly. The fourth and final way that we're going to further leverage our Facebook live streams and create more social media content is by creating quotes. And what you can do here is you can take the transcript that you generated using Temi earlier, and then you can find quotables in that. So skim the transcript and see if there's any lines or sentences in there which you can then turn into a social media quote or a post. And you can create this using tools such as Canva, or you can get someone else to do it for you. I'm a big fan of outsourcing and getting other people to do this work for you. So Fiverr.com is a great place where you can find graphic designers who can turn this around very quickly and very cheaply as well. And I'm going to show you how to actually do it. Here is an example of a transcript that I had generated for a video. And what I did was I went through the transcript and then I just highlighted sections where I thought, this would make a nice little quotable or a nice little social media post, whether it's one post or a series of posts that I put together. So in Canva, what I do is I take the text and then I put it into a social media template. So I change the text to be what I want it to be, which is the quote. And then I can add my own images and I can change the text and the layout really quickly. But because they've got these beautiful templates already laid out for me, all I need to do is add my own text, which I've got from the transcript. So it means I can create these very quickly, and they're super cute and super easy to use. And once I'm happy with it, I can download the images and then schedule it to Instagram or Facebook. And that's a wrap. So I just walked you through how to take one Facebook live stream and then create all of the pieces of social media that you see on the screen now. There you have it, a step-by-step walkthrough of repurposing content from your Facebook live streams for social media. If you found this video useful, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you're looking to use Facebook Live to grow your business, repurposing content is just one part of the equation. You also need to figure out how to bring it all together in a cohesive strategy so you can actually make sales. So I've put together a Facebook Live cheat sheet. It's a super simple guide to get you up and streaming on Facebook Live, even if you've never hit record before. To get your hands on it, simply click on the link in the description below, and thanks for watching.